Good evening, everybody. I'm here at Knott's Berry Farm, just like I promised, and we are going to be doing the tasting card tonight. So I spent about an hour, very close to an hour, parking, and it reminds me very much of college, when you just kind of drive around in that circle over and over and hope that you find the parking. But that's kind of what the parking reminds me of. And I don't know if it's because they lifted the reservations, there's just more people, but parking so far is insane. So let's go check out the inside and see how that is. Just for reference, I kind of showed you guys a little bit of what the tasting card has last time, but here's a little bit better of a view. Let me stop walking so that way it doesn't bounce.
I always get scared when
back in half an hour, 45, half an hour, yeah.
I'm home! Alright, so I just wanted to say I'm sorry that there is not a lot of content in the actual park. When I got my potatoes, the potatoes were the first thing I got, and when I got them, I went over to the area with the stage, like the old mine stage, whatever it's called, I don't know. But the center stage for summer nights, I went over there to all of the little picnic tables, and I sat down and I set up my camera and I was ready to film. And as soon as I clicked that button, the band went on stage. I'll say no. Okay, so I wanted to wait, but I didn't want my food to get all super cold because I knew that like cheesy potato type of things wasn't going to be good if it's cold. So I tried to film a little bit and pieces and stuff as I was there, and I figured I'd come back over here and recap it with you guys like I'm about to do. And why I didn't do it for the rest of the items I got is because the band goes on the main stage, and then as soon as that band ends, the DJ up top, on top of the building, he starts. And as soon as he starts, it's way louder. And then as soon as he's done, the band comes back on stage. So it's a good couple hours worth of just non-stop music. And it was going to be really hard to hear me, and you guys were going to pick up a lot of the sound in the background, and I figured it would just be easier just to show little bits and clips and whatnot and come back home where it's nice and quiet, and Chewy is just rubbing her little body all over the couch. So all you hear is dee, 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 which is better than the music in the background and you guys not being able to hear me. So with that being said, let's get on with explaining these foods. So I tried to film a little bit here and there of each item. So this is going to kind of be your little breakdown of each item. I'm going to kind of go back and forth from In the Park Lisa to Future Lisa. So first up is the loaded potatoes. They were pretty big chunks of potatoes. Like, you know those small potatoes, like the actual potatoes that are really small? They were very much like that size, but they were regular potatoes just kind of diced up into big chunks. And they were inside of cheese, like a cheese sauce type of thing. And then they had sour cream on top with green onions and bacon. And I told them, do not put the bacon, because I do not eat meat. It also did say that there was a vegan option, and then I asked them about the vegan option, and they just said it's the potatoes. So, as I said before, Knott's Berry Farm isn't very good with the vegan options, so that's why I've kind of just been dealing with it and doing the vegetarian side of it. But, you know, so they were good. This is them right here. The first booth of the night is I'm going to be doing these loaded potatoes. So that was them. They were pretty good. I personally thought they were too cheesy. There was too much cheese on them. But the way that they did it is, it wasn't the potato chunks inside of a container. It was, you know those catering type of things where they have the tray with food in it? It was like that. So they had the potatoes already mixed up inside of the cheese sauce, and she kind of just scooped it out, and it was keeping warm on top of those little burner things. After she did that, then she put the little toppings and whatnot on it. So I personally thought there was too much cheese on it, but I did like that they gave you a lot. Like, I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be a small little sample cup, but I do know that people are also paying for the items as well, other than just doing the tasting card. So if you wanted to try certain things and not buy the tasting card, that is an option. But I was very, very surprised that it was like this big little tray thing of it, and it was very heavy. They were very big chunks of potatoes. I did not finish it all. There was too much, and like I said, there was too much cheese, so I had to opt out of a big portion of it. Next up is the Boysenberry Sangria Mule. This was really good. It was very refreshing. It was very much a summer drink. I liked it a lot. And again, I was very surprised that you actually got the full-size cup, because I knew that you had to go to the booth where they were giving you whole cups, but I saw everybody paying for it. So I thought I was going to get a smaller cup, like a taster cup, but no, you get the full-size cup. So that is nice. It's a good perk if you get the little tasting card. You do get full-size drinks, full-size food, meal type of things. It's a good deal. I really, really like this. I'm really happy I did it. The Sangria, so the Boysenberry Sangria Mule, are three very different things. It wasn't a bad drink. I definitely think I would try something else, because there was something else on there that I thought about trying, which was the Boysenberry Vanilla Seltzer, which sounds really good because boysenberry and vanilla. But I tried the Sangria Mule. I didn't taste the boysenberry at all, but I did I did taste a lot of the Mule as well as the Sangria, but it wasn't like a fruity Sangria, if that makes sense. But it was a very good drink. It was really pretty. I like the little cup that they put it in because it makes it look festive and fun and very summery. But it was a good drink, and this is the drink. Again, it was a really good drink. I like it a lot. I would recommend it if you like sangria or mules and whatnot, but I am going to try the Boysenberry vanilla seltzer next time I go. I still have 3 left. The third thing, this is why I said I still have 3 left. The third thing I got was the Acai Bowl, and it says it comes with fresh fruit. I was assuming on top, but you didn't get fresh fruit. The girl told me, just so I'm aware, that on top of it, it would be almond butter, coconut shavings, granola. Oh, I'm missing something. Cranberries. It was craisins. There you go. So it wasn't the raisins, it was craisins. And there was pumpkin seeds inside of the granola. I thought it was amazing. It was probably my favorite thing I've ever had at Knott's. Not probably, it was my favorite thing I've ever had at Knott's. It was so good. And it's a very summery food item type of thing to have. My only complaint on it was that when you get acai bowls, it's usually very frozen and cold. This one was cold, but a lot of the frozenness went away, so it was a little bit more liquid-esque rather than the frozen acai. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's a little bit more watery rather than frozen, but it was still incredible. It was really good. I would definitely get that one again. It's my favorite thing so far at Knott's, and here it is. Doesn't that look so good? I think I'm gonna get that next time I go back. I don't know. It was really, really good. I'm really happy I got that one. At that booth, they also had a, I don't remember what it was, but you guys will see it in the clip. It was a cheesecake truffle of some sort, and I wanted to try that, but I was getting full from the potatoes. I shouldn't have got the potatoes first. They filled me up right from the start. I messed myself up. But I do want to try the cheesecake another time that I go, and there was a couple other things I want to try. A lot of the items there are not vegetarian and definitely not vegan. So if you do eat meat and so forth, this is perfect for you. You have so many options. But if you are vegetarian or you're vegan, there are some options for you. It's still worth it. I think it's very much worth it. And as I told you a couple videos ago, you do get a discount if you have a pass. So it makes it even more worth it. I think the Sangria Mule alone is like $12 or $15. So I paid $38 for my ticket. You get 6 things, so you know, you guys can do the math. It's not bad, pretty good. My neck is so red. When I got home, Chewy was really excited, and I gave her a hug, and she went, she sliced me. It's burning. Yes, so another reason why I do not have a lot of content in the park is because I actually talk to a lot of people. A lot of times I just kind of go and kind of mind my own business, but this time around there was a few people that I was talking to. One person was an older gentleman. He said that he just turned 72 a couple months ago, and he was just kind of talking to me and telling me that he was very surprised that I was so friendly. Because, you know, I have colored hair and tattoos, and one of the things that he was saying was people my generation are not very friendly with each other. Everybody's stuck on their phones, or they are just, you know, snobby or whatnot. So he was telling me that it was a delightful he was telling me that it was a delightful surprise that I was so friendly. So we just kind of sat there, we were talking for a while until it started to get dark, and I was like, okay, I gotta go. So if you have the opportunity to be nice to others, be nice, you guys. I know you know, and it's common sense, but there's so many people of older generations that look down at the younger generations and just think that we're just dirt, because so many people are just so rude to people, to each other, and so on. So if you have the opportunity, be nice to each other. Say hi, open a door, smile. Just smile at each other. I know this has nothing to do with anything, but I just thought it was kind of an important tip, just because he was saying it and he was so surprised that I was nice. And I feel like people shouldn't be surprised if others are nice to them. So that's my rant on being nice. So, my little recap. Tasting cards are awesome. I give them 2 thumbs up. They are very great investments of things to do at the park. Alright, so all in all, tasting cards, I give them 2 thumbs up. I thought they were a great investment, and like I said, I only used 3 of them. I still have 3 left, and I think it's awesome. It's so much fun to be able to try out different things around the park, and it's not that expensive at all. So if you have the opportunity to be able to do it, I say go for it. It's really, really fun. Some really, really good stuff to try out, and I met somebody really, really nice and talked with them for a while. So, yay. Park recap. It wasn't too busy. I didn't ride any rides or anything, so I don't know if the wait lines were longer, but to get into the parking, like I said at the start of the video, it was awful. It was so bad. It took me about an hour to park, and I was just going in circles the whole time. There's no structure at the Knott's Berry Farm parking. It's kind of just a free-for-all, figure it out kind of thing. So it is kind of a pain in the butt. And there's a guy that keeps driving by my window. And every time he gets right there, he stops. So, hello, dude. Okay, so parking is just kind of a free-for-all. So that was kind of annoying. And then when I got up to the entrance of the park, the baggage check, the security, they were not fun this time around. The security was being really weird. One security was totally fine. She had her stick. She was going around people's stuff, letting them go, letting them go. The security guard that was with me, she didn't have a stick, and she said, "Oh, I can't touch anything in your bag. Can you pull stuff out?" So I was like, "Sure." So she wanted me to pull everything out. And then she was being very specific on everything. She wanted to make sure that my my disinfectant wipes were disinfectant wipes, and just, it was over the top, unnecessary. So I think they are taking a little bit more precaution in the you know, people going inside after the shooting that occurred over there. Or this one security guard could have just been very, very much doing her job and over the top that day. I don't know, but the security was intense. And then there was a pretty big line to get into the park when I got there, and I did get there about, I parked and walked up there about 6 o'clock. So it was later in the evening. Summer nights had already started, but it was pretty decently busy. Once I got in there to the Summer Nights location, it was pretty dead over there. There wasn't a lot of people. There was no lines at any of the little booths to get any of the like the foods and the drinks and all that stuff. So I'm assuming people were probably on the rides, but next time we go, I will check out the line wait times and see if the lift on reservations is affecting anything at all. I don't feel like it is, but I could be wrong. But as for what I experienced today, it was mainly just security, and getting into the park was the longest and hardest part, and parking was the hardest and longest part of the whole experience. But all in all, it was a good day. I'm super excited that I got to do the tasting card. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to go back and do the other 3. I told Junior that we have to try it out, so the next time that I do it, it might be with him. So you guys will get to see lots more. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next time. Bye.